Have you ever looked at a honeycomb and felt a shiver down your spine? It's a strange sensation, isn't it? That sudden, inexplicable discomfort that seems to come out of nowhere. Does the texture of a sponge make you uneasy? Perhaps it's the way the tiny holes seem to cluster together, creating a pattern that feels almost unnatural. You might be surprised to know that many people share this feeling. It's not just you. In fact, this reaction is more common than you might think. It's not just about disliking a texture, it's a deeper feeling of aversion or even fear. The sight of clustered holes can trigger a visceral reaction, making your skin crawl. This reaction, often triggered by clusters of small holes, is known as trypophobia. The term comes from the Greek words trypa, meaning hole, and phobos, meaning fear. While not everyone experiences it, for those who do, it can be more than just a mild annoyance. It can evoke strong feelings of discomfort, anxiety, and even panic. Scientists are still trying to understand why some people have such a strong reaction to these patterns. Some theories suggest it might be an evolutionary response, a way to avoid dangerous animals or infections. Others believe it could be linked to the brain's way of processing visual information, where certain patterns are perceived as threatening or disturbing. Regardless of the cause, trypophobia is a real and often distressing experience for those who suffer from it. It's important to acknowledge these feelings and understand that they are valid. If you find yourself feeling uneasy around these patterns, know that you're not alone. There are ways to manage and cope with these feelings, such as practicing relaxation techniques or seeking support from others who understand. By sharing our experiences and learning more about this condition, we can help reduce the stigma and find comfort in knowing that we are not alone in our reactions. Trypophobia is characterized by an aversion to the sight of irregular patterns or clusters of small holes, bumps, or circles. These patterns can be found in nature and everyday objects alike. Common triggers include honeycombs, lotus seed pods, strawberries, sponges, coral, bubble wrap, and even aerated chocolate. The reaction these images provoke can range from mild discomfort to intense disgust or even fear. The term trypophobia is relatively new. It first appeared in the early 2000s on online forums where people shared their experiences and realized they weren't alone. The word itself comes from the Greek words trypa, meaning hole, and phobos, meaning fear. Despite its online popularity and growing awareness, trypophobia is not yet officially recognized as a phobia in the Diagnostic and Statistical Manual of Mental Disorders, or DSM-5. While not officially classified as a phobia, trypophobia's impact is very real for many people. Research into this condition is ongoing, and there's increasing scientific interest in understanding its causes and effects. A 2013 study published in the journal suggested that trypophobic images might share visual characteristics with those of poisonous animals, which could explain the aversion as an evolutionary response. Section 5. A spectrum of discomfort. The severity of trypophobia varies greatly from person to person. Some individuals experience mild discomfort such as goosebumps or a feeling of being creeped out. Others may have more intense reactions, including nausea, itching, sweating, and even panic attacks. These reactions can significantly impact daily life, leading some to avoid certain foods, materials, or even places that trigger their trypophobia. Section 6. Finding relief ways to cope. Although trypophobia is not yet a formally recognized condition, there are ways to manage and cope with its effects. It's important to understand that the feelings of discomfort or anxiety you experience are valid and real. Many people around the world experience similar reactions to clustered patterns or holes, and acknowledging this is the first step towards finding relief. If you find yourself struggling with trypophobia, it's essential to remember that you're not alone and help is available. Joining a support group can be incredibly beneficial. Sharing your experiences with others who understand what you're going through can provide a sense of community and reduce feelings of isolation. Support groups can be found both in person and online, offering flexibility to fit your needs. Seeking professional help from a therapist specializing in phobias or anxiety disorders can provide valuable support. Therapists can offer personalized strategies to help you manage your reactions. They can also help you understand the underlying causes of your phobia, which can be crucial in addressing and mitigating its impact on your daily life. Cognitive behavioral therapy, or CBT, and exposure therapy are two common approaches that can help individuals manage their reactions and reduce anxiety. CBT focuses on changing the negative thought patterns that contribute to your phobia, while exposure therapy gradually introduces you to the source of your fear in a controlled and safe environment. Both methods have been shown to be effective in reducing the intensity of phobic reactions over time. In addition to professional help, there are self-help strategies that can be beneficial. Mindfulness meditation can help you stay grounded and reduce anxiety when confronted with trypophobia triggers. Journaling your thoughts and feelings can also provide an outlet for your emotions and help you track your progress over time. Remember, coping with trypophobia is a journey, and it's important to be patient with yourself as you work towards finding relief. Section 7. Why holes bother us, Disgust and Evolution. There are a couple of primary theories about why trypophobia occurs. Trypophobia, the fear or aversion to clusters of small holes, is a phenomenon that has puzzled scientists and psychologists alike. Despite its seemingly irrational nature, this fear is surprisingly common. Researchers have delved into the depths of human psychology and evolution to uncover the roots of this peculiar aversion. One suggests that our aversion stems from a primal disgust response. This theory posits that the clusters of holes trigger a deep-seated feeling of repulsion. This reaction is not just a simple dislike, but a visceral response that can cause physical symptoms like nausea, sweating, and even panic attacks. The primal disgust response is thought to be an evolutionary mechanism designed to protect us from potential threats. Our brains might associate clusters of holes with danger, such as disease or parasites, triggering a feeling of revulsion. This association is believed to be a survival instinct. In nature, clusters of holes can often be found in decaying organic matter, which could harbor harmful bacteria or parasites. By feeling disgusted, our ancestors would have been more likely to avoid these potentially dangerous situations, thus increasing their chances of survival. Another theory, supported by the 2013 study, proposes an evolutionary explanation. This study delved into the visual patterns that trigger trypophobia and found a fascinating link to the natural world. The researchers discovered that the visual characteristics of trypophobic patterns closely resemble the markings found on many poisonous animals. Many poisonous animals, like certain snakes and insects, have similar patterns of high contrast markings. These markings serve as a warning signal to potential predators, indicating that the animal is dangerous or toxic. The theory suggests that our aversion to these patterns is an inherited trait from our ancestors, who learned to avoid these dangerous creatures. Our ancestors who avoided these patterns were more likely to survive and pass on their genes. This evolutionary trait would have been advantageous, as it helped early humans steer clear of potentially deadly encounters. Over generations, this aversion to certain visual patterns became ingrained in our genetic makeup, manifesting today as trypophobia. While these theories provide compelling explanations, the exact cause of trypophobia remains a topic of ongoing research. Understanding the roots of this fear can offer insights into the complex interplay between our evolutionary past and present-day psychological responses. As we continue to explore the depths of the human mind, we may uncover even more fascinating connections between our ancient survival mechanisms and modern-day fears. Section 8. When celebrities relate. Trypophobia in the public eye. Trypophobia is not just an online phenomenon, it affects people from all walks of life. Even celebrities like Kendall Jenner have openly discussed their experiences with trypophobia. In a 2016 blog post, Jenner shared her struggles with the condition, bringing wider attention to trypophobia and helping to destigmatize it. Her openness encouraged others to share their experiences and seek support. Section 9. Understanding trypophobia, you are not alone. Trypophobia, though not yet officially recognized as a phobia, is a real and often distressing experience for many people. Understanding the potential causes, symptoms, and coping mechanisms can be empowering. If you or someone you know experiences trypophobia, remember that there is no shame in seeking help. With support and understanding, it is possible to manage this condition and live a full and meaningful life.